Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right here, this is a new series right here where we break down each zodiac, and I let the zodiac know what makes them, and it's a phrase after that. So this is just this like a part one going through all of them. You know what I'm saying, separately. So right here, this depends on this going to depend on the sun relationship with Mercury. You know what I'm saying? So this is all the words that's elaborated with, and this is like the basic nature, your sun and your Mercury. You know what I'm saying? So, because Mercury is how you think and communicate, and your sun is your actions and the way you act. So, it gets broke down. So right now we're going to start with Aries. So, here's the quote for Aries. What makes Aries leaders? Now, in each sign and each segment going to have three versions of the actual quality that they have, which in this case is leader for Aries. And it depends on the three placements of the Mercury, because Mercury could only be in three places. So this is going to tell you what kind of, whatever the word I use, you are. You know what I'm saying? So let's start off with Aries. Now, we know Aries is cardinal fire, right? So cardinal fire, cardinal represents initiating and creating newness. And in this case, fire represents the seer and the feelings. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you try to see your feelings, feelings don't have a look. So anytime you give your feelings a look and give your emotions a look, that's actually creating a vision, because you're putting a light within the dark and creating and manifesting a vision out of it. And you could bring it in spiritually into density, if you will, power and passionately on something enough. So right here, the seer and the feelers and the feelings. So right here, when you got cardinal, they initiate and create new ways of seeing things and new ways of how to feel about things. You know what I'm saying? So this is what makes Aries leaders, because it's direct. So direct is short for direction. So it's a light given. If you in the dark and you need some form of direction, Aries can be a form of direction, a form of light, because they are direct with their light, with their fire, what they can see, and what you can feel is what you can't see. So you're always in the dark when you're feeling, and when you're dealing with your feelings, that's in the dark. And when you want to see it for what they are or express them, you have to see them, right? So when you see your feelings, right? In this case, this is cardinal, so it's going to initiate and create. So it initiate and create new visions, new ways of seeing things, new ways of feeling about things. So you have three leader. So this you have three leader types of Aries. Now you have the Mercury in Aries, or you could have the Mercury in Pisces Aries, or you could have the Mercury in Taurus Aries. So let's break them down. The Mercury in Aries, the Mercury's in Aries are the direct leaders. The Mercury in Pisces Aries are the dream leaders. The Mercury in Taurus Aries are the stable leaders. So let's break them down. Alright. Now, the Mercury in Aries are the direct leaders. Okay, now look, we just broke down what Aries represents. So now, Mercury represents the thinking and the communication. So now you place that in the same aspect of cardinal fire. So now you're thinking and communicating new ways of thinking and feeling. So you may express it, you may be a little bit more direct than the other two, you know what I'm saying, to the point that you have a single direct point of view. So in that case, this makes them like the ram, the head over. They see what others may not see, or a lot of times they may not want to see what others may see. But in a broad perspective way, it makes them trailblazers. It makes them pioneers, because they may just go into the dark where others may choose to elaborate first. You know what I'm saying? So if a lot of people, for an example, if you in a dark room, right, and you see like a light at the end of the hallway, right, 9 times out of 10 that's Aries. So cause they right there already. Since they represent the light, that's a sense of direction for where you can go. So a lot of times they may have did what you plan to do already. They may have did a lot of things through experience. They may have learned a lot of things through experience. So when they think and communicate, they think and communicate in this way. So a lot of times, for a lot of unsure signs, or for the opposite indecisive sign of Libra, this what makes them gravitate towards Libra, because even though the direction that they may be pointing others in to, it could be wrong or right, it doesn't matter. For a person who's not trying to see things that far yet, and they need some sense of direction, that's what makes Aries and that's what makes Mercury in Aries that direct leader. Now, when we want to talk about Mercury in Pisces Aries. Now this is the dream leaders, because Mercury, you place Mercury into Pisces. Mercury is thinking and communication, and we know Pisces is mutable water, which is being adaptable and changeable to others' emotions and feelings, because water represents the feelings and emotions. So right here, Mercury doesn't like to be here. So, but when it's here, it could be able to dream, imagine, fantasize, or whatever like that. So when your sun sign kick in, which is your actions and the way you act, by that being Aries, when that kicks in, what happens here is you like to express what's going on in your head. You start to act on the things that's going on in your head. You may can't communicate it that well, but at the same time, you might can't communicate it as well, but at the same time, you know how to express it. So people see that as a form of inspiration, because you're expressing your dreams, you're expressing your thoughts, you expressing the way you think, you're expressing your fantasies, your dreamlike world, you know what I'm saying, your creativity, you know what I'm saying. So people get inspired by that, just like the same as the Mercury in Aries, people get inspired by the directness, people get inspired by the view and the creating the new ways of looking and seeing things. Like people may have never seen things the way a Mercury and Aries may explain it. People may have never seen somebody express something in a way that the Aries, in a way that the Mercury and Aries may express it. You know what I'm saying? So think about that too. And then when you get to the Mercury and Taurus Aries, well, this is the stable leaders. So like I said, when we just talked about the Mercury and Pisces, that's the dreamer leaders. The Mercury and Aries is the direct leaders, and now we're going into the Mercury and Taurus Aries, and this is the stable leaders. Now when you take Mercury thinking and communication and place it into fixed Earth is being fixated on its own, and in this case thinking and practicality, which is the senses, you know what I'm saying, what's day to day, what's reality. So right here, these Aries think and communicate on trying to build foundation, on trying to get stable. They may slow themselves down with their actions to be able to think about details, so they know how to look at details a lot faster than others. You know what I'm saying? These people who are aggressive at trying to be stable in their life, or trying to obtain their pleasures, or you know what I'm saying, or try to get a foundation. These are ones who know how to think and communicate about how to practically do something, but they know how to do it in a fast way, because their actions and the way they act is in Aries, but the way they think and communicate about it is in a very descriptive way, in a very constructive way, very practical earth way, and it has to deal with the senses. You know what I'm saying? So these are people who know how to take time on their creativity, you know what I'm saying, and put it out in a passionate way. So these are your stable leaders. You know what I'm saying? They know how to lead you when you need some type of stability in your life, when you need some type of foundation in your life. They can lead that light. So when you get the Aries, the Mercury and Aries, when you need some type of inspiration, a new viewpoint, a new way of how to feel about some type of inspiration because you've been in a rut, then that's the light for that, when the Mercury and Aries. And then the dreamer leader is when you need some type of help with bringing in your passions, or expressing your dreams, or expressing your illusions, or your creativity and imagination. Then that's your Mercury and Aries people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the 3 types of Aries leaders, and this what makes Aries leaders. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Goddamn. Going to Taurus.